How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to read the rewards of trading whether the price is going up or down. Bad actors, last PEPE coin founder claims PEPE could still thrive. On-chain sleuths on Twitter caught a whopping 16 trillion PEPE coins being sold on various centralized exchanges on Thursday. After 2 days of silence, someone claiming to be the project's last remaining founder apologized in a lengthy post on Twitter, detailing how these were unexpected actions of 3 ex-team members who came back behind their back. So this is kind of concerning. He says that the project, or they say the project can still thrive, but members joined the team behind their back, so that's a little worrisome, especially since those members were responsible for the rug. So who's to guarantee that won't happen again? Champions Arena is an addictive mobile battler with crypto rewards. Champions Arena is a free-to-play turn-based role-playing game with optional NFTs launched to the public on mobile and PC this week, offering players a fun and mobile-first experience with colorful cast of characters. If you look, the game looks very similar to like some other games you've seen for idle kind of battler games where you have cards and characters. Champions Arena offers 2 primary game modes, Arena and Campaign. Arena is PvP, Campaign is a map-driven story-based where you move across the map as you complete different matches and different things. So there's kind of like your lineup versus enemies lineup, very similar to some of these games of these styles you'll see on mobile, but they're basically introducing the NFT aspect. So over on the total, we have formed a symmetrical triangle within our symmetrical triangle. That could kick us down to about the 307 level, where we could get a primary breakdown. Our stochastic is starting to push away. RSI is losing strength. That VWAP's losing strength, touching that neutral, about to break through. The money flow that is in the red, it's crossing below that neutral, pushing lower. So the money flow is gaining bearish strength. The momentum is starting to roll out as that VWAP is struggling. So if the VWAP crosses under, that momentum is going to come back under, and we could see possibly lower lows. Over on the daily for Bitcoin dominance, we wanted to go up. This is a long upper shadow candle. If we get a red candle tomorrow, that could confirm a downtrend. RSI is starting to move down. Our stochastic starting to push away. That VWAP's losing strength, just like our total. That money flow is sharply rejecting away into the bearish territory. So overall, we have a lot of bearish indicators here. Our momentum does want to come up, but if that VWAP falls flat into that bearish territory, then we'll see it drag lower. Over on Bitcoin futures, we do want to have this gap filled, but we are starting to reject away from any kind of bullish momentum, coming back down to these wicks down here. RSI is going flat. Stochastic wants to make a run up. We are around 28, so if we curl away here, we could set up another leg down and gain more bearish trajectory. VWAP is starting to roll away. This is on the daily, so that's not too good. That money flow overall is trending out into the bearish territory. We are trying to curl up, so if we can break through some supports and resistances, we could see a bullish push up. However, if the VWAP falls under, that money flow is likely going to roll under as well. Sorry about that, just knocked something over. We are still in our bear flag under that Fibonacci zone for the golden pocket. Our RSI is losing strength, our stochastic starting to round out, our VWAP starting to push down, and money flow overall is trending out, and that momentum does want to come up. That VWAP is coming toward that neutral. If we break through, we could see a bearish trend. Looks like we are getting some alerts here in our Discord for some moves that we're making currently, as I cleared those alerts before. So if you want to be in for these alerts, you need to join the link down below for our Discord, smash that like, and subscribe to the channel. Join our members, and we'd love to see you there. Our stochastic is trying to push up. RSI is pretty flat on the 4-hour. Our VWAP is in the bearish territory, and it could set a leg down. Our momentum is starting to curl away, but our money flow wants to come up. So if the money flow can break through this 18-19 zone, we could get bullish leg up. However, if we reject away, this could be a descending triangle within our bear flag that could push us down. Over on the 2 hour, we have a manipulation X that could bring us down. Our stochastic is pushing down pretty hard. Our RSI could lose strength if that stochastic keeps up. That VWAP is pushing lower with lower lows and rejecting that neutral. Our money flow is pushing under a little bit, so our money flow could set up a bearish trend here. Our momentum is overall coming out. That is a red dot as our VWAP is coming lower. Sorry if I'm going a little fast. The video crashed halfway through, so I'm re-recording everything. But RSI is starting to push down. Stochastic's starting to get a bearish cross. That VWAP's starting to push lower. Our momentum is starting to trend lower with a red dot. And our money flow is overall trending out. So, like I said before, if we don't gain some support here, we could trend out, break this flag, and see it push down. Over on graph, we are testing the bottom of our support for our pattern. This is a long upper shadow candle. Stochastic has a bearish cross that could dump us down. Our RSI could push lower. That VWAP is testing that neutral, so that could give our momentum a red dot and push us down. And that money flow overall is trending out, so we have a bearish trend still on the daily. Over on the 4 hour, we do want to get a little bit of a push up. We are trying to find some support here, but our RSI and stochastic look like they could curl away. That VWAP is trying to push into the bearish territory, but the money flow is not too decisive. If the money flow pushes lower and the VWAP curls out, we could get drugged down. However, if they bounce, we could see price action go kind of toward this resistance. Our money flow, like I said, pretty iffy. The momentum has a red dot as our VWAP broke bearish, but it's not gaining much weight right now, so just watch it. Over on the 2 hour, we do have a red candle that wants to push us lower. Our stochastic does want to make a curl, so it could get a bit of a rebound. RSI is overall trending out. That VWAP does want to break through the neutral, so if the VWAP can break bullish and the stochastic can round up, we may see a leg up. That momentum does want to curl up, so that is positive for us if we can see those other indicators. Our money flow is pretty flat in the bearish territory, so we're going to need it to curl up from here and break the neutral. Otherwise, we could set a bearish trend and fall lower. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a little bit of a bearish candle setup here. If you're not familiar with this bearish candle setup that I'm referring to, get in the Discord and download some of our links. RSI is starting to curl away. Stochastic looks like it could dump away. We are meeting some resistance right around here. Our VWAP is starting to come back down. Our money flow could trend out and the momentum could come out. So overall, we look like we could set a leg down and break down from here. So just watch closely. Over on Anchor for the daily, we're pretty indecisive here, so not too much going on. Our stochastic could get bearish cross down. RSI is pretty flat. That VWAP's pretty flat. Our money flow is flat in the bullish territory, trying to bounce off that neutral, but not gaining any strength. That momentum does want to come up, but that VWAP's pretty flat, so that's kind of iffy. Over on the 4 hour, we have a manipulation X that could bring us down. Kind of inverted hammer candle after hammer candle. So these are top patterns, these are bottom candles, so this could signal that we could come down. Again, if you're not familiar with these candles, join the Discord and get those links. But stochastic's pushing down, RSI is pushing out, our momentum's starting to push away. That money flow is trending out, but it does have higher lows. So if it comes back up, curls up, breaks through that neutral, and gains some bullish strength, that could start an uptrend. That VWAP is about the same. It is in the bearish territory coming down, but it does want to curl back up. So if it can gain some strength, we could see a bullish push up. And then this could act more like a falling rising wedge, so it's falling. If we set kind of a flat low, we could get more of a ascending triangle. It'd be kind of sloppy, but we'd have to form some sort of higher highs with flat lows. Our stochastic looks like it does want to round out. RSI wants to round out. Our money flow overall is trending out. Our momentum's coming down, and that VWAP's kind of curling away. So overall, it looks like this pattern will hold, and that bullish possibility might not form, so don't get too excited. Over on the 1 hour, we have a couple gaps, one around 203 and one around 202, or 2020, so bad year. And then another around 2032, hopefully that's a little better. But overall, we are starting to arch out. Stochastic looks like it could push down. RSI is starting to push away. That VWAP is starting to trend into the bearish territory, so that could drag us lower. Our money flow overall is trending out, and that momentum is getting a red dot that could drag us down. Over on XRP on the daily, like I've tried to say a few times in different points in videos, if you watch different coins at different times, that may give you a full idea of what could happen, because you'll see different coins react differently to different situations, and you can just get a more full idea just watching how price action forms rather than worrying about what the asset is. But stochastic's starting to round out. RSI is pretty flat. That VWAP is in the bullish territory, going pretty flat. That money flow is starting to trend out, so we are getting lower highs. If we get lower lows, that would confirm a bearish trend, and we could get another leg down. Over on the 4 hour, our stochastic's starting to push out, VWAP's starting to push down, that momentum's starting to round out, our VWAP's starting to round away, that money flow is getting higher lows, so it does want to get a little bit of a bullish trend, but it is starting to curl away, so just keep an eye on it, as that could set a leg down if we get a lower low. Around the 2 hour, stochastic starting to push down, our RSI is starting to push away, our momentum starting to curl out with a red dot, our VWAP's pushing down, and our money flow is starting to trend out. So overall, we have some bearish trends that could start to form here if we don't bounce and get some support. This could be an ascending triangle if we get a consistent high. You might be able to try and etch out a consistent high if we get like a push up. Then we could form an ascending triangle where this would be a freak break up, and that could help push us forward. Stochastic's starting to push down, RSI is starting to push down, and money flow is pushing into the bearish territory, so keep an eye on that. If that continues, we could get pushed lower and see lower price action. VWAP is pushing pretty sharply, so that's bringing the momentum down with that red dot, so that momentum could get a fall if that VWAP doesn't stabilize and push up into the bullish territory. Over on Algo, we're not going to cover the meme coins today, sorry about that, since the video got a little messed up. I promise we'll cover them tomorrow. They look very similar. I already did the TA on them, so they look very similar to all these other coins. So Doge looks a little like it could get a bounce up, so it's kind of like XRP, where it does have a slight possibility to the upside, and SHIB's more in line with everything else. Our RSI is starting to fall flat, stochastic's starting to push away and get a bearish cross. That VWAP's starting to round out. That money flow is struggling to get any kind of bullish momentum, so if it doesn't push up, we could fall away from here and continue this breakdown. That momentum did have a bullish divergence, but it's starting to push away. Over on the 4 hour, you can see we're coming down. We did try to retest, but got rejected, so we may not push up toward this support level. RSI is overall trending out. Our stochastic does want to get a curl up, so if that stochastic can curl up, it could bounce up and push higher. That VWAP does want to curl up, so that could help do the same. If we see that, we may get that retest, come back up, see that wick fill, and we may get a rejection if we don't continue with bullish money flow. Over on the 2 hour, RSI is starting to curl out, stochastic's starting to curl away, VWAP's starting to trend out, and that money flow is in the bearish territory, overall getting lower lows, so if we reject away, we could get a harsh rejection from here. That momentum does want to come up, but that VWAP's starting to come out, so it could get a red dot and push lower if the VWAP falls bearish. Over on the 1 hour, we have a manipulation X at bearish candles patterns here too. Again, if you're not familiar with it, join the Discord and download our resources. Stochastic's starting to push down, RSI's starting to push down, that VWAP's pushing down rather sharp, and the money flow's breaking bearish. The momentum is coming out, so overall we could see a bearish drop from here, so be prepared. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a wonderful night. I apologize to the Dogecoin and SHIB holders, but we'll get to that tomorrow, I promise, as long as the software doesn't crash again.